Hi guys, I'm Cheryl Rinaldi from Aloha Day Spa and I am from Canada. So I created this first dried flowers nail art with SNS the other day, and this is actually my first set of trying it in SNS. I've done it a few times before, so it turned out well for the first time, and a few of you guys asked step by step. So anyway, bear with me. This is my second time and I'm just trying to share what I learned. I actually been doing SNS for over a year now, and this past winter, I had a hard time with SNS here in Canada because it's so cold. So it started having those bumpy nails, and after three clients, so then I decided to invest on education better and flew myself to Florida. It was a little very costly and was worth every penny. In fact, I'm going back in a few weeks for level 2, which is so exciting. But anyway, bear with me. This is my second time and you will learn everything. Okay, so for you out there from Australia, I think Europe, anywhere in US and Canada, you'll learn this today. What you need, of course, a hand, but I don't have a hand yet, so because I'm doing it in this nail. Okay, so what you need in this procedure is natural set shear. Instead of doing natural set, I do natural set shear, and then for base and for coating, and then end is the sunscreen. What else you need is scissors, tweezer, this tool, dotting tool, whatever tool. Okay, so this time I'm gonna make it fancier. In fact, I'll show you what I've done so far in the last 2 days. So I've done this. These are all SNS, by the way. These are all my seashells. It's hard to see, but it's so pretty. This is one of my favorite. And then you'll be surprised what this is. It's like a mirror glass foil. Incredible. You'll learn my secret. And then this one is like 2 a.m. that I did, and it looks like a marble and icicles, like ice or snow inside. So you'll be surprised where I get this idea from. But everything is in your hand, people. Yeah, anyway, let's start. So I've already done the base coat of this. I have 3 nails here, but I'm only using one. I've already done a base coat of 1 set shear. So let's now apply. So you also need this brush. You would need 120, 150 SNS, filer, and buffer. I find it really good when you use all SNS. And then dried flowers. I have all this. I have leaves if you want to. And I have all this. And tons of glitters. I do a lot of those things. So today, because you asked for dried flowers, I'll do it for you. You may also need this, okay? Base coat or base coat. This is base coat or base coat, top coat, bond, and maybe we need this. You also need tons of this. And I also have my filer, which is the ceramic e-file. And I invested good in those. Those are so expensive, but I paid for it. What else? And the rest is just basic. Anyway, so I've already done. So I'm only gonna do one, okay? I've done the first coat for natural set shear. So now we're gonna apply the dried flowers. So I'm going to use this. Make sure that your area is so clean. So I literally, every time I have a client, I would change this 4 times. Okay, I'll make sure that it's so clean because I don't want to contaminate everything. Then it affects everything in your work. Today I am going to use same idea as what I did, but maybe I would do blue. Blue is fun. Let's do that. Okay, and a little bit of this blue here. So what you do is you get these little tiny flowers here, and I usually cut them with, see? So I cut them with these tiny scissors. Actually, this is for my eyebrow scissors, and I keep them for just for the my SNS box. Okay, so we're gonna use these things. Okay, there you go. I put them there because just in case. I'll put that back because those are expensive and I love them so much. So we're going solidly blue today, people. And then I have those little tiny blue flowers there. Look, I'll show you. That's the one there. And then I would probably do, you know how this is the front blue? You can also use the back, by the way. It's really cool. So you can be artistic if you want. In fact, I'm going to show you. I'll use the back one. And then I'm going to use dark blue for some edging, which is this one here. So I have light blue, and dark blue. So I want to have, because blue is nowadays very popular. So I'm going to, see this one here? I'm going to cut it halfway for the edging. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that first. Alrighty, so that's all set. So I usually set them there. Okay, so I'm done with my flowers, guys. And then I'm gonna make it special. I'm gonna add some glitter in the middle so it looks extra fancy. Alrighty, which is, here's my nail. So I make sure it's clean. So I would make sure that I'm gonna clean it up and dry it up really well with lint-free. Okay. Alrighty, I'm ready to go. So there's two ways to do it. It's either you apply this on top of it, which what you do, so you, and it's gonna be, if you use glue, it's so strong, actually the best. You don't want to do everything there. So what you do is you apply a dot in here, apply fast because it dries so fast, and you use your dotting tool if you want. Or I usually wear this, but because I'm doing a video, so I don't have to. Or you can also, I have this brush here. See that tiny thing? I'll use the end of it, so you can do that. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just putting a dot here in this bowl. And then I'll use this thing here, in the middle. And then I'm adding this on top of that. And then tap. Okay. You can either use this one here, I'll show you. Top coat. I'll show you the trick, that area there. And you put one in the corner. So this half ones that I did, I'm gonna put it right there in the corner. Always dry up your tweezer. And pat a little bit. Okay, so I did that, and then I'm gonna use another in the corner. I'm not using the glue, so I'm showing you what works well for you. So you can do whatever you want. And then I'm going to do in the corner. Very light-handed. Okay. Alrighty, see? I already have 3 there. Now these little tiny flowers here. It looks like I forgot these flowers, but anyway, I'm gonna add a little bit flowers there. So I'm gonna add this guy here. And I'm going to have actually there. And there you go. You can move it around actually. There you go. Make it dry. I think I only need, let me see. I'm gonna cut this up here. I'll show you. That's a back actually. I'm gonna cut that off to put it right there at the end. Where's my scissors? So you can be very artistic about this. You can do whatever you want, you know. I'm just gonna cut the end of it right here. So the last wing. So I'll show you. See that one there? It's flat at the end. I only get one. I'm gonna use at the back so it's artistic. So I'm gonna add, let me see that. Oh, that's not moving anywhere. Towards the end. And then upside down, baby. Alrighty. So this takes a lot of patience. The glue dries up right away anyway. So that one done, that's done. And then I'm gonna show you another trick. Just that part there. You put that base coat there. And I'm gonna do falling leaves, flowers. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be reverse flowers, back, you know, facing down, facing up, it doesn't matter. It's an art, you know. Artists are, you know, sky's the limit for you guys. Always wipe with this. Every time you use it, very important guys, wipe it with this. I have one for the bond and one for the base coat. I'm really good at that now because it's just like applying acrylic. You know how you clean your brush every time? Yeah. It's looking really well, peeps. Okay, I'm gonna add another stick of flowers right at the end there. And then there's another opening there. So it's gonna be a crowded bloom here. And so as you can see, look at that. It's already been forming. See, if you can see there's like lift there. Don't worry about that. I'll take care of that. So that's dry already, the glue. So we use dotting tool to the glue. Wipe it around the edge of the flower. Okay. Wipe, wipe, wipe. And then I use the bigger dotting tool side down there and to hold it a little bit. It's a lot of patience, but once it's done, it's incredible. There you go. There's another lift right there. This middle flower here. So I'm gonna put some, because I used base coat, so I'm gonna use base coat for that. So I'm gonna let this dry. Okay, it's really flushed right now, which is awesome. And then there is another space right there. So So you push it again. There you go. That is incredible. Very soft, okay? Always soft. Alrighty, always wipe this, okay? So I have few leftovers here. I'm gonna put it back to my tray because I love these flowers and I use it to a lot of my art. So I'm gonna put it back. One. Don't waste any of your flowers, guys, because everything is money. Alrighty, that is dry. So I'm going to add, so I'm gonna put my natural set here. Okay, I'm gonna clean it up. I wanna make sure that that's done. Okay, over the top. Wipe, 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 and put back. And then I'm gonna scoop this out because I don't want to. Okay, so first layer of natural set sheer. It's a little bulky, okay? So be patient with this. Shake, shake. Give it a few minutes. I love it already. It looks good already. Then on this, while that's waiting, I'm going to clean up more. Okay, so it's still a little bit wet there, so I make sure that that's okay. Okay, so I usually do this with my nails, but when it is very sophisticated and delicate, so I use this tiny brush here. I'm gonna brush it off gently. Look. I just don't want to put it here because I don't want to contaminate it, or it's okay, I'll just cover on top of it. There you go. And then the back. Shake, shake. Flip that. And then another top coat. Dot in the middle. Brush along the end, the edge, and the edge. And the edge, make sure that it's covered because it usually dries up on the edge really fast. Wipe and spray again with natural set. So I actually put 3 layers of this on top, okay? It's really good, it's coming along. Second set of this for SNS, so I have a lot of ideas. It's coming up. You guys will see everything if you want to. Okay. There's tiny hole there, so I make sure that that one's covered. So I'm gonna brush it off softly and gently with TLC, Tender Loving Care. Garbage this whole thing here. I'm gonna get another paper towel because I just love my work so much. I don't want to contaminate everything. If you clean your spot really well, religiously, you won't have any problem at all. But if, you know, if that's when it curls, you know, when you contaminate, or it's all about technique. I think what I realized with SNS is that it's all about technique. So this is the last coat for natural set sheer. It's coming really well, guys. Oh, there's still a little bit there. So once you know your technique, you can pretty much play around with your SNS. A little dry now. Softly and gently. flip this. Now I'm gonna use sunscreen for top coat. I usually wear mask because I don't like it when powder. I don't want it to go to my lungs. So, but today I'm doing without because it's a video. It's so beautiful. Dip inside now because it's thick enough. It's only fully covered. Let me make sure that it's dried out. Alrighty, that's done. Now, once you're done with this, make sure you put away because you don't want to contaminate it with any dust. So while that's drying, I'm cleaning up my spot here. Okay, and this one is done. Okay, let me just do that. I have 7 a.m. tomorrow appointment for SNS. It's a referral from another client. So I think that's dry. That's done. See how I don't care if it takes forever as long as my work is perfect. You know? My clients always like kind of, okay, so bond. There goes the gray top. Wipe. Guys, don't be afraid be generous with your bond. Okay? The more the merrier, to be honest with you. So I noticed it that when you put the bond, it clears up. It's more see-through. So that's why I like to put a lot of bond. And always wipe and put it back. Make it like a habit. Now I'm gonna let it dry for 2 minutes or fan it up. So while this is drying, this one is so cool. It looks like icicles actually, but you should be able to do this. It's really easy. I kind of like start thinking about what to do and everything, and you become like artistic, and then you like, and then you start like inventing and experimenting and stuff like that. So okay, all right, make sure to wipe. Now this is the part where I have to put my mask on because this is gonna be dusty. Okay, sorry. So you file it with, it's either this e-file, but it's so loud, so I'm gonna use it's not really loud, but I'm gonna use the 150 from SNS. So if it was a nail, you would do, you know. So what it is if you do like this back and forth, it creates so much heat. So I always do one way. It doesn't create heat at all. And the coarser you use the filer, the worse. It gets really hot. And you have to make sure that, you know, for me in my spa, it's all about comfort. So I want to make sure that my clients are comfortable. So I always do one way because it's too much friction and it burns them. If it was e-file, it would have been so much faster. But the whole idea here is for you to learn. So that's why I'm only doing it one way, because it doesn't create heat. And that's the secret of filing the nails. Because every time I see an artist and they do this, whoo, it drives me crazy. Because it heats up, like, and it burns. It burns a lot. Especially if it's really coarse, you know. But you need to make sure that this one I can do back to back, obviously, because it's just a practice nail, right? But, and feel it if it's, the whole reason of it is to make it thin, right? So, okay. Brush that, and then I'm gonna buff it behind. If you're using a new one of this, I forgot to tell you, it's really sharp on the edge, so you can get another file and then kind of brush the corner so it won't be sharp anymore. Just pretend this is a file, because otherwise it cuts the skin. Okay, so we're buffing. Buffing is not bad because it's not as hot as the filer, but you know, like once you do it all the time, like it's easier. But if it's a routine for you to do one way, then, but for me with the e-file it's faster, right? So, oh yeah, it's so smooth. I'll take a picture of it tomorrow. So what it is now is you're just kind of smoothing it out. That's pretty good. Flip it to make it shiny a little bit. Again, I'm flipping this because I don't want any mess. Okay. And then bond. Again, look at that. Sorry if my video, I was gonna do it next week because I want my son to be here to video me, but I think a lot of you guys want this now, so I'm sure. Boop, boop. It's getting really nice. Always wipe, okay? And put it back in. Let it dry. So if it was a real person, you would have them wash their hands. Rinse. Do not let them put soaps because there's oil in it. And then when you have them wash, you put bond again. Let it dry. But in this case, let's pretend I washed it already. And let's pretend that is dry. Make sure you wipe it and it's dry, because what happened is if it's not dry, this one here will get hard on you. That's a problem. Okay, now if you're too worried, couple wipes for 5 fingers, wipe it around, wipe it again so it's so dry, and then you do the top coat. Okay, let me just see. So remember how I said I'm going to add crystals? I'm going to, this is special, so I'm going to, so I have extras there, and then there's another extra bowl. Okay, so I'm going to get my dotting tool, add that in each bowl there. There you go. And then there's, hang on, make sure that it's not, my dotting tool is not that clean. Okay, there you go. Add one more there. Guys, I'm just doing extra for you guys. I don't usually do this, but tonight I feel like I should do this for some reason. I'm sure you'll love me for this. That it's so cute. All the crystals, and then there's one. See the back one that I flipped. I did it upside down. I'm also good because it's so cute. I'm gonna put another one in the center. Look at that. So now there's crystals there. So I'm gonna let it dry. Okay. That's pretty. I think it's better than the last one I had, to be honest with you. Okay. That's not going anywhere. So oh yeah, that is dry, incredibly dry, and I love the color. Oh yeah, you can even feel it in your hands. Okay, so with this part here, I'm done with the bond here. These are all dirty. Bond. Make sure that you close everything. Okay, we have to show you this. Everything has to be closed. Okay, so I just have this now. I'm gonna put another paper towel here, just below the top coat, okay? So I'm gonna put top coat, guys, over it to have that shine. So fast and furious in the beginning. And I don't go over it. Let it dry. Very thin. That's a first coat. Always thin in the beginning and very fast. You make sure that when you paint, okay, let me get another one. Let's pretend this is my top coat, okay? This is my brush for top coat. You dip, wipe, brush, 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 brush. You don't go over on top of it. Very thinly, like always exaggerate all the way. That's the first coat of top coat. Now, I think that's dry. Do a top coat, dot in the middle, slowly. Also exaggerating, and now you can barely touching it. Done. So if you see that, very slow. So I'll show you again. So for second top coat, dip in the middle, you brush slowly, barely touching it on the side, on the other side, all over again, slowly, barely touching it, there. So if you notice, my first top coat, I didn't go over on each because that will streak. The second time around, I went over a little bit. That's a secret of not streaking it. And it is done. So that is pretty, by the way. And I added bling in it a little bit, just in the middle of the flower. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I added the bling here, in the middle, the upside down flower, and in the middle there. So there's 4 there. So yesterday I created, or the other day I created this. This is the blue that I created. So I hope that you guys love this. I have so many art coming up that usually people use it with acrylic, but I'm gonna use solely in SNS powder. It's incredible. Anyway, if you have any questions, comment below. If you want to learn, let me know. Well, that's why we're here in this group, to learn, right? And follow my YouTube, my Facebook page, and let's learn each other. Thank you. Let me see. All dry. Nope, all dry. I'm touching it. Done. All right, guys. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope this helps you. Okay. Wherever you are, I hope that this helped you a lot. We're all learning, as I see. For some people, it may not be perfect, but you've got the basics there. And let me know if, show me some pictures. You'll see a lot more of SNS crystals and bling shortly. Maybe in a few weeks if you be up to date or keep up with me. Thank you and have a great night. Aloha.